The best retirement advice ever from 100-year-olds. People who are 100 years old and over. Here's the best advice from them ever for retirement/life. Number one, find something you're passionate about and pursue it. Isn't that what life and work is all about? Finding something that you are really passionate about and just going for it. Just go for it. If you find something you're passionate about, you're never going to work a day in your life. Okay, maybe sometimes there'll be those bad days, right? But for the most part, if you're passionate about something, it's a lot less like work than work is, right? Like normal work. Number two, there's no need to retire if you pursue the right career. Wow! I know this is a channel about retirement, but obviously these people have lived a long life, right? They know what they're talking about. No need to retire if you pursued the right career. A lot of these people work till whenever, till they couldn't work anymore. If you find something you like writing or like anything, say you love taking beach photography and you can make a living out of it. There's no need to retire from something like that, right? So just go with what you love, these first 2 points, and try and make a career out of it. Hey, if you retire someday, great. If you don't, great. Did everyone hear that? A retirement channel saying you don't have to retire. Okay, I got some booze in there as well. But hey, there you go. There's the first 2. Number 3, you can't avoid everyone, so learn to be tolerant. I love that. It's more about being graceful, right? And also giving grace. You can't avoid people you don't like all the time, right? Be tolerant with them. Okay? You don't have to be confrontational all the time. I am non-confrontational unless it's something I really believe in. That's different. Learn tolerance. Learn tolerance, guys. If everyone could be tolerant in this world, wouldn't it be such a much better place? Learn how to be tolerant. Number 4, laugh. Ha ha, ha ha. There's no point in taking life too seriously. How do you think these people got to be 100 years old? They don't take life too seriously, So you come across something that's really bothering you, or something that seems like a huge thing you can't get over. Don't take it so seriously, guys. Think positively about it. Don't think about it as don't catastrophize. Catastrophizing is when you see something that's like, oh my God, I'll never be able to get over it. Ever, ever. Usually you look back on that 6 months, a year, a couple years from then, you got over it, right? Don't take life so seriously. Roll with the punches. See, I kind of rolled there, although I'm old and I'm kind of creaky, so you might have heard a crack. Number 5, and this is huge. Forgive yourself and everyone around you. If you can forgive, you might not forget. Forgive and forget, I get it. Sometimes you can forgive and you might not forget. That mind, it's a sponge. It soaks those things up and it keeps them in there, right? But if you can forgive yourself and people around you, that goes a long way to making a happy retirement, doesn't it? And for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Duane. This channel is all about retiring on moderate income. If you think you might want to learn about how to do that, think about subscribing. And if you like the video, please like it. And if you really like it, down at the bottom, you can buy me a coffee if you want. Number 6, believe in yourself. It can take you to unbelievable heights. Think about all those people I have a friend who came out here 30 years ago, 35 years ago, wanting to be an actor. He kept hearing no's, no's, no's. He slept in his car for 6 months because he believed in himself. He believed that eventually that was going to happen for him. And you know what? Eventually it did. Not a totally famous guy, but he's making a living doing what he loves. Again, back to point number one. Be passionate in what you do for a living. Believe in yourself, guys. Believe in yourself. It can take you to unbelievable heights. Look at how high I am. I'm above LA. Hey, I believed in myself. Is this number 7? I believe it's number 7. There is nothing that can be gained in worrying. I've learned that. I used to be a pretty big worrywart when I was younger. Did anything ever come of that? Yeah, maybe a little high blood pressure, maybe anxiety, maybe like a little nervous twitches once in a while, that you just couldn't get away from. Don't worry. Don't be a worrywart about things. It's not going to change anything. Listen to these people who have lived a century. They got the right mindset. You do that, hey, you can go a long ways, right? Don't worry. Relax. Number 8, be active. What is not used rots away. What a great quote. What is not used rots away. Oh my God. I've never heard it said so eloquently. Be active. Don't sit on the couch, like I've said in videos before, watching the average 4.5 hours a day that retirees do watching TV. No easier and sooner way to rot away than doing that, right? Be active, guys. Be active. It'll take you a long way. It'll keep those juices flowing. It'll keep things working as they're supposed to work. Be active. Number 9, time has a way of healing every wound. Another great saying, great wisdom from people who have lived 100 years plus. Think about it. Go back to some things that happened when you were in your 20s. Something you thought you could never get over. Something you thought you would hate that person that did it to you for the rest of your life. I'll bet you 9 times out of 10, after time has gone by, yeah, you came out on okay, right? I mean, yes, there are certain things that may stick with you for a long time. But for the most part, time has a way of healing every wound. Listen to these older people. They know what they're talking about. 100 plus years. Finally, number 10. And this is great. I just read this a week ago, fell in love with it. You should be proud of everything you fall in love with. So I am proud for falling in love with this statement. You should be proud of everything you fall in love with. What is it? Love? I mean, are you ever happier when you're in love? Even if down the road didn't work out, just be happy with it. Be proud of falling in love with anything. A person, a passion that you have for doing stuff. You're doing stuff that you love. What better way is that to spend a retirement? Be proud of anything you fall in love with. If it didn't work out later, hey, you had a great time for 6 months, a year, right? 10 great sayings and pieces of wisdom from people who are 100 years plus. Just remember these guys. Remember some of them at least. Hey, maybe it'll work for you. I think they're great sayings. And just remember, as always, from above LA, we got this.